Nah Money, the tag team champions are live. We are live, guys. All right, so we got Facebook going. We're live streaming on like a few different social media networks, which is great. All right, you guys ready to get started? Can you see yourself here?
I could see myself.
All right, we'll start off by sharing a little bit about ourselves. So for anybody that don't know me, you know, man, listen, I need you to show me the money. I want to be like you. You my mentor. So for guys that don't know me, my name is Coach K, also known as Kareem Ali, Fit Rockstar on social media. I've been pretty much involved in a healthy, active lifestyle my whole entire life. Been an athlete my whole entire life. Played sports from as far as I remember. My brother's actually on live with us right now. You know, we grew up in Southwest Philadelphia. You know, out there playing stickball, throwing the football back and forth, skateboarding, bike riding, playing crate ball. For, you know, anybody that's from the hood, you know, you understand, you know, what crate ball is. We used to actually jump over the gate. There was a church right behind our house. We used to jump over the gate, and because that was the only field, like, anywhere to be found. You know, when we say the concrete jungle, they say the concrete jungle. We used to be out there throwing the football back and forth, tackle football. We used to play a game called Kill the Man with the Ball, you know, and it was fun. So when we got into junior high school, played basketball in junior high school, a little bit of baseball, tried to play football. They was killing me out there. I was playing quarterback. They was terrorizing me out there. So I just stuck with basketball and baseball and boxing. And then through high school, also played sports, came out of high school, still tried to pursue my career with sports. But, you know, it come to a point in life where, you know, you're playing sports, you're working out. Then I got to the point where I didn't have to work out anymore. So I kind of let myself go, you know, got involved, you know, with the whole party atmosphere, you know, going out partying. I remember my sister took me on my first vacation. We went out to the Bahamas for my 18th birthday. So I fell in love with traveling. So I just used to travel a lot. And it got to the point where, you know, I woke up one day and I was 61 pounds heavier. You know, I was looking down trying to see my feet. I couldn't even, you know, see my feet. And that's when I decided to get back into the fitness aspect, not just the sports, the fitness aspect. I got into CrossFit. It was very, very dangerous. But I did lose 61 pounds once I joined CrossFit and I got myself a trainer. Really wasn't teaching me how to eat. We were just doing like a whole lot of dangerous crash diets. You know how there's a lot of crazy crash diets now. You know, you got the keto diet and, you know, the soup diet, the salad diet, the water diet, the let's not eat diet. So I got caught up in all those crazy diets as well. So after I lost my 61 pounds, I got down to 171 pounds. At that time, I was already teaching boot camps at the Homestead YMCA. I loved my job, what I was doing, and I was also doing music. I was traveling, you know, from state to state, city to city, island to island, you know, performing my music. That was always my passion, still is my passion. And then when I got really introduced into personal training is when I was offered a job at the YMCA as a full-time trainer. I started doing group classes, and then I started training, you know, some of the athletes that was coming into Miami at that time. And I started training a young lady. She was always trying to get me to drink these crazy supplements. It was Herbalife at that time. J Notes at that time, you know, I thought Herbalife was just like a cult. You know, I'm like, what the heck is this? All I seen was people drinking tea, drinking shakes, jumping off the wall. But the thing that I did get from that is that she taught me a lot about nutrition. I learned about health and nutrition, and I started taking the health and nutrition, and I started implementing it in myself. Then I started implementing it into my family. My mother at that time, she was trying to lose some weight. I got her started on a nutrition program. My mom wound up losing 27 pounds in the first 30 days. My sister lost 15 pounds in the first 30 days and wound up losing 40 pounds in 2 months. Everybody's seen the results of my mother, and they seen the results of my sister. They wanted to know what, you know, hey, whatever they're taking, I want it. So I started getting people on nutritional programs, and that gave me the global aspect of what I could do with nutrition. So this was 7 years ago. This is a little over 7 years ago. I got started on the nutrition aspect. Like I said, I've always been an athlete, but we always did the crash diets. When I was an athlete, we was lifting weights at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we was eating honey buns and drinking coffee. So, so now it's been a little over 7 years. I've been doing this online training. I met this beautiful young lady at one of my boot camps. I loved everything about her. The whole, like, how she wasn't into me. I'm used to, you know, girls sweating me and drooling over top of me. You know, no offense to the ladies. But, you know, I just thought I was hot stuff, and she really wasn't paying me no attention. So once I knocked, 27 pounds off of her, she was...
You didn't knock it off of me. I knocked it off myself.
Hold on. All right, so I helped you knock the 27 pounds off.
You helped me, but I did the work.
Okay, she did the work. She was coming to the boot camp. Her cousin brought her to the boot camp. I'm going to give her time to share her story. It's still kind of my time, but she cut into it. Okay, but no problem. She came to the boot camp. Her cousin brought her to the boot camp. She instantly fell in love with me. Let's tell the real story. She seen me and was like, oh my God. She heard some stories about me, but, believe none of what you see. And none of what you hear, forget the half and half. So she fell in love with me instantly at the boot camp. We worked together to knock 27 pounds off of her, correct? I got her, she was already a workout junkie, but she got started on the Coach K Fit Rockstar 24 nutrition plan, and that helped her get to her 27 pounds down, since that's what we're talking about, okay? And the rest is history, One day, she slid in my inbox on Instagram. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Okay. I posted some turkey burgers on Instagram, and she said something about, man, that looks good. And then I said something, and then somehow, we was in each other's DM, and then, the rest is history.
That sounds more accurate.
That sounds more accurate?
Yeah.
All right. So she's going to introduce herself, and then, we're going to we're going to share our tips of how we've been staying healthy since after the new year, because listen, we go through the same problems y'all go through. Okay? Yeah. Trust me. All right. So she'll share her story, and then we'll go from there.
Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Angelique. Well, I can't say my story is like this guy here. I think my girl Leslie is on one of these. I think we tried softball one time, and the coach was screaming at me, and I was like, nah, I'm cool with this. Like, I'd rather go, hang out with some gangbangers and, go, do some other stuff, right? My mom is a nurse, so we were really pretty strict with our eating habits in the home. I remember, we wanted cereal, maybe, what was our favorite? Lucky Charms or Fruity Pebbles. So that was a treat in our house. So it's me, my brother, my sister. I'm the oldest of 3. And we didn't grow up with a lot of money. So my mom was like, all right, listen, out of the 3 of you guys, each week you guys can choose one sugary cereal. Other than that, it was Kix, Cheerios, and I don't remember, some other one. Needless to say, I really wasn't into fitness and sports. I can say growing up, my mom couldn't afford to put all 3 kids in sports, so none of us were in sports. My mom worked she worked at least 12-hour shifts regularly, if not every single day. My dad really wasn't around for a big chunk of my life, I would say. So I didn't have a lot of opportunities to really go and be involved in sports and have someone to take me to sports and do, have the transportation to get there. So I was limited in that area. But for whatever reason, I do remember always doing sit-ups and push-ups every single night. Every single night and every single morning, I always did them religiously. I mean, I could have eaten junk that day, but I always made sure that's, I kind of ate, or I'm sorry, not ate it, but do workouts, little home workouts here and there that I would see and that I would catch up on. So that was kind of where it started for me. I think as I got older, I kind of just went away from that. I was busy all the time. I remember being 18, 19 years old, working at a bank, going to school, working at Macy's during the busy season. So I was always doing stuff, and I kind of always just was, getting things going. And I won't say it's till after I had my son where I gained a lot of weight during my pregnancy, a lot of weight. I was sick for the first part of my pregnancy. And then once I was really able to eat, I ate everything. So I gained a lot of weight during my pregnancy, and then I just kept it on. Like I didn't lose it. I was busy just being a mom, and I think when you're young mom, you're like, okay. And culturally too, I'm Hispanic, I'm Puerto Rican. Culturally, we're like, okay, your husband's supposed to love you with or without the weight, right? So it's never was like a priority. It was never like where your family said, okay, like you're supposed to be like this or you're supposed to be like that. But it was more so of a health factor, and I started seeing that I wasn't really healthy, and that was at a young age. I had my son just about turning 23, and I was overweight and I was tired all the time. I mean, granted, as a new mom, I expected to be tired, but nevertheless, I was like, all right, this is not how I don't feel well. I don't feel right. I don't feel well. I don't feel healthy. My back hurt me all the time, and I was just tired. So needless to say, I went through a lot of years. I was actually married for 9 years prior to this handsome gentleman here. So I think in between that time, I put myself on the back burner. I wanted to be the best mom, the best wife, and I put myself on the back burner for a lot of years. And it wasn't until I got divorced and I really started putting myself, prioritizing myself, prioritizing my health, and really started thinking about, okay, if I'm a single mom, and if I really want to make sure that I'm forever around for my son as long as I could be, then I need to take care of myself. I can't depend on anybody else to, provide for me, provide for my son. And most importantly, at the end of the day, like, there's nothing that anyone else can do to fix me. I had to fix me, right? So I really just took that into my own hands. I started running every single night from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. So between that, of course, I put my son to sleep from, by 8 o'clock was his bedtime. I would actually study because I was going to work. I was going to school. I was working full time, going to school full time. I studied for 2 hours, and then I went running. I went running for an hour every single day until I started shedding those pounds. And that, of course, brought more confidence to me. I started feeling healthier first and most importantly, which, of course, is the objective. But, it really set me more so on my path of, okay, what do I really want for my life, for my son's life? Like, at the end of the day, our kids don't do what we tell them to do. They do what we see, right? So I always wanted to make sure that my son knew, like, it was important to be healthy. It was important to exercise. It was important to eat right. So I really just started thinking about those things. And I made a change. I really started eating healthier. As Puerto Ricans, everything is fried. It was rice and beans with everything. So I really had to change that, and that was kind of tough because, my family was like, what do you, like my, the running joke between us is my mom when she always says, like, do you want me to bring a salad over? Do you guys want salad? You guys want to come over for dinner? I'll have a salad for you guys, right? So that's the running joke for us. And, it was a bit of a change, for my family to see, like, okay, the transformation, the being consistent with my eating habits, my workout habits, not eating rice and beans every day, not eating out we didn't really eat out every day, but every Friday. Well, first of all, that still remains the same. Fridays I don't cook.
Your Fridays
don't cook. My grandma told me a long time ago, enjoy your Fridays. No cooking on Fridays. So I don't cook on Fridays, but we always ate out on a Friday or had a cheat meal always on a Friday, went out and enjoyed ourselves. So it pretty much remained the same with that till today because I just refuse to cook on Fridays. But nevertheless, that's kind of been my journey until, from before. And then I really went through a stage, I think in my late 20s, early 30s. Me and my best friend, Maria, she's out there, my girls, Les, we started doing a lot of drinking. Like you would think, 21, you're doing a lot of drinking, but I guess I didn't do a lot of drinking in that time because I became a mom at 23. So my priorities changed already from that time. So, we started doing a lot of beer festivals. So we drank a lot of beer, a lot of Brugal, a lot of Flor de Caña, a lot of Puerto Rican rum. I like to drink. What can I tell you? And slowly but surely started seeing a little bit more pounds pack on, a little here, a little bit of there. Because when you drink, what do? You eat like shit, right? After that, you're looking for something to eat. Coquito, yeah. Yes. So yeah, it was definitely, we were like, all right, we got to do something. So I kind of set it off, started jogging again at night, doing things like that. And ironically enough, like I always tell him, my best friends, my girl Leslie, my girl Emily, my girl Jojo, Johanna, if you guys know, they were like, going crazy over this boot camp that was happening in Homestead. And that was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm not into that. I'm not into the whole boot camp thing. I don't need nobody telling me what to do, how to work out, screaming at me to run around the block. Like, I'm cool with all that. Like, I'd rather just go to the gym, have an itinerary of what I'm going to do, lift some weights, run on the treadmill. So I was working out really just so I could eat and drink, So, ironically enough, I started going to his boot camp on... over there off of Campbell Homestead Pavilion, right over by Kohl's. And, it was so, it's so funny because I started going literally in October, right? So then I think we started a challenge.
Yes.
It was a 30-day challenge and the cleanse. Like at the end of October, early November. So here I am on a cleanse during like Thanksgiving time, and my family's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, you're not eating penny, you're not gonna eat no arroz con gandule, you're not gonna eat this, you're not gonna eat that. And and that was really when I knew I was really serious, because if I can like block out my family, especially around the holidays and all the food is so delicious, and really just say, all right, I'm going to really focus 110% on myself. That's what I did. And in the beginning, he would tell me, hey, listen, I got a shirt here for you. And I was like, nah, I'm cool with the shirt. I'm cool with I just want to work out and leave. Like, I don't want to be no friends with nobody there. I'm cool with all that. And, slowly but surely, being involved in the environment and just being able to really focus and get not only a hard workout, but like everything after that, not only the shake, I needed also like to replenish my body, right? So I would go home, probably eat whatever, thinking it was good for myself, but nevertheless, slowly but surely just really started getting involved in the environment and in the community. And I dragged my sister along with me, and she was like, what do you mean go to the boot camp? And she's like, no, I can't believe you wanted me to go to this. So we would fight all the time. Finally she came. And then after I got my sister there, I got my sister-in-law there, and my nephew. She had just had my nephew, and he was small then. He was really small then, maybe a year. But she wanted to keep the pounds on. For her, she wanted to keep that weight on. She wanted to be voluptuous and have a couple pounds on her and have a booty and have some teta still, all that stuff that she gained when she was pregnant. And so slowly but surely, again, I got her out there too. And then she had a friend of hers. His name was Jesse, J Notes, if you're out there still. And every time, she would tell me this was her best friend. So I knew if she had her best friend going, my friends were already going, my sister was going, and I knew from my sister-in-law, if she had her best friend going, then she would continue to come. And sure enough, I would slide up every single day up in his DM. What's up, man? You coming to our boot camp? What's up, man? You talk about you need to lose some weight. Why don't you come through? And just like, just getting at him every chance I get. And then I told my sister, I'm like, why don't we keep asking Mitra's friend, see if he wants to come, because Mitra will stay coming. She's like, all right, cool. So then she hit him up too and be like, hey, what's up? You coming to our boot camp? And then finally, my sister-in-law was like, my sister was like, Jesse, my friend, keeps saying that you keep signing up in his DM asking him to this boot camp. And I was like, yeah, so what's up? He coming or not? So sure enough, he came out there. And ever since then, we've been rocking and rolling, and my sister-in-law and my sister and all my girls. And then I've been able to meet like a whole bunch of other wonderful people throughout this process, throughout this journey, throughout this lifestyle. And most importantly, met this guy right here. And we've been rocking and rolling ever since.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
So that's our stories on pretty much how we met and how we got into this lifestyle. So all right, so the topic of this evening, this is our first time going live together too, guys. So congratulations if you're a part of this, because this is something that we're going to continuously do. I think this dates back to maybe we was trying to get the date back together. I think it maybe started like the end of September, where we kind of went crazy. All right, so we just moved to this new condo that we're in now, and it's we're in, I don't know if I want to tell you the location, but we're like in a brand new downtown area, South Miami, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful area. So it's a lot of restaurants around here. It's a lot of great chefs around here. Like it's crazy. It's so crazy. Like 4 of the restaurants that's by where we live. Like the chefs are like on TV like every day. Like they on a different channel every day. So of course when we first moved around here, we wanted to experience, some of the restaurants and stuff like that. So slowly but surely, the 8-pack and the 10-pack turned into a 6-pack, into a 4-pack, into a keg. And then, that happened. We moved here in March to this new area. And so then like September came around, and this is the party house. You're not going to lie. Like, this is the party house, but when people fly in, like, we literally have somebody flying in, like, every single weekend. Somebody fly in that we know, like, every single weekend, but when they come over, we're still having our shakes, we're having our tea, we're drinking our water, we're eating our meal plans, but, we have fun. Like she said earlier, like, Friday nights, she doesn't cook, I don't cook, so Fridays are indulging nights, We both love pizza. Hey, Vicky. We both love pizza. Thank you, Julio. So we both love pizza. So pizza night is our Friday night. So I'm going to fast forward into what we're doing now. So September, October, November, December, it was like every single weekend we had somebody staying at our house. Every single weekend, we was rolling out the couch bed. And, it starts from not drinking. The longest we went was 18 months. We went 18 months without drinking at all. Like 18 months without drinking. We were so freaking shredded. We were so ripped. Our online business was blowing up through the freaking roof, when we looked like that. But it was to the point where, we went 18 months without, really having fun. And we realized that we didn't want to live life like that. We didn't want to teach people to have life like that. So we stopped living life like that. So, eventually, we already knew, like in October of this year, of last year, we knew in October, hey, listen, babe, once December, I think it was like December 15th, we're like, listen, when December 15th hit, we're not drinking no more, we're not partying, we're getting our ish together, but just so happened on December 17th, it's okay. I found out that, my grandfather had passed away, so I flew up to Philly. Before I flew up to Philly, we, had a couple shots or something. We didn't drink like in a month. And then, had a couple shots, then a couple shots, leading a couple more shots. And then, of course, when, you drink a little bit, you start eating, some of your favorite foods that you probably shouldn't be eating. So I think in the month of December, it was just a rough month for us. So I had to fly up to Philly. I came back on Christmas night. I was at the airport all day. My flight was at 6 o'clock. They overbooked everything. So I didn't wind up getting back to Miami till like 5:30. And I already said, listen, when I get back to Miami, even on Christmas night, I'm not drinking anymore. But, we decided to, just finish the year off. But we knew January 1st we was getting our ish together. So the first thing we did, we went online and we started promoting our 90-day challenge that we're having right now. The 90-day challenge is phenomenal. I don't know if you've ever been involved in any of our 90-day challenges or 30-day challenges or 21-day challenges, but everybody always get amazing results. And we hate to put money and materialistic things onto our challenges, but for some reason people are attached to money and materialistic things. So the first challenge we did, we gave away $1,000. The second challenge we did, we gave away almost $2,000. The last challenge, it was almost $1,000, and now we're doing our fourth 90-day challenge since we moved from Homestead, and it's going pretty well. So we decided to not just tell you guys to do the 90-day challenge. We decided to do the 90-day challenge with you guys. So right now, I want to give you guys a couple tips of what we do. The number one thing that we do is we write down everything. Let me show you. I'll show you guys in a second. We have our goals written down everywhere. We have our goals written down on our bed and in our bedroom. We have our goals written down in our living room, our refrigerator. We have our goals written down in our journals, in my journal, her journal, and in our son's journal. We have our goals written down. So no matter where you go, you're going to see that, hey, you're supposed to lose 20 pounds this month. You're supposed to drop 10% body fat within 90 days. You have your cheat meal just on this day. You can have a drink just on this day. So when you're consistently seeing your what you want, which is your goals and your vision, is gonna start being embedded into your mind. So I know we read a lot of books and it says speak it into existence, but it gets to the point where you don't even have to speak it to the existence. You want to see it into existence. So we see our goals written down everywhere. So we know for a fact that no matter what we're doing, we love sports. This is a sports house. Anybody ever been to our house? We watch sports. If you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, you know that we watch sports. So Sunday is usually our meal prep day, but football is on all day Sunday. So what we do is we do our meal preps we get our meal prep started on Saturday, okay, and then whatever we need to finish, we finish on Sunday. So we like to go out to the grill. We grill, healthy foods 90% of the time on Sundays. If we don't have our cheat meal on Friday, then we'll have our cheat meal on Sunday. But each and every single week, guys, you have to meal prep. You're going to get tired of the food only if you have a negative mindset towards, a poor mindset and a negative mindset towards getting tired of the food. We make pretty much the same thing every single week. We have our chicken, we have our ground turkey, sweet potatoes, vegetables, durum wheat pasta, rice, depending on what our goals are, okay? But every single week, guys, I'm recommending that you meal prep. Put your meal prep together, take time. It takes about 3 hours on a Sunday or Saturday or Monday to meal prep for the whole entire week. You can easily make, 30 meals just in 3 hours. Okay, so do it. Okay, do it. If you don't have time to work out in the evening, then all we do is we get up in the morning and we get our workout in. I get up 4:30 sometimes in the morning. I go get my running on the beach, and then I hit the gym and then I go, I bounce back and forth. Okay, depending on what you want to do. But you need to find times to exercise. I know it's 80% nutrition and 20% exercise, but guys, you need to exercise. Because guess what? You're not just exercising to get a 6-pack or 8-pack. You want to exercise the two important muscles of your body, which is your cardiovascular system and your brain. So that's what we do. We make sure that we're working out. We have a schedule. We put everything on a timer. We still, this is my 2nd gallon of water that I'm working on right now. I got a nice little workout in, but I need to do my cardio. I didn't do my cardio, so I have to hit the gym to hit my cardio. So guys, stick to what you wrote down. Stick to your goals. As far as health tips, listen, I'm not telling anybody to waste money, but if you're going to start a challenge with yourself, clean out all the garbage out of your refrigerator, clean all the garbage out of your cabinets, and don't even make excuses for your kids. Your kids is going to be on a different nutrition plan and different diets, but get your kids eating healthy too. People say, oh man, they be, invest money on themselves, but they're feeding the kids cereal for dinner, oodles and noodles for dinner, graham crackers, just nonsense, hot dogs and hamburgers, and come on, man, feed you can't eat well and not feed your kids well. So make sure that you're feeding your kids well. Anything you want to chime in with, baby?
Yeah, you're just talking and talking and talking.
I know.
Sheesh.
I know. I was in the groove, though. I was in the groove. I wasn't killing it.
You were killing it.
All right, thank you.
I'll give it to you. You were killing it.
So she'll add in, share some tips with them.
It's not necessarily tips. So when we were talking about like meal preps and eating and you know, like he was saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna eat the same thing pretty much for 5 days in a row. But people forget like food is supposed to be to nourish your mind and your body. You know, like if you really think about it from that perspective, and you think about like, oh man, like that Popeye's chicken or or whatever else it is that you eat or you or you like, right? Our cheat meal things, right? Like people have to forget, I mean, people forget, should I say, that a lot of it is like you have to put yourself in the mindset of, okay, what is my goal, right? And not only what is my goal, but is this food really nourishing my mind and my body? I'm a nerd when it comes to science, so I love anything about the brain, and there's so much like we forget, and we have to learn still and take away those stigmas about like what we eat and how it really affects our body, because it's not only affecting our body, it's affecting our brain as well, like how we think, our behaviors as well, certain diseases, like those are to me like that to me that's why I choose to eat the way I eat. That's why I choose to make sure that not only that I eat well, but my son eats well as well. Make sure that he eats well as well. When he's going in there and he wants to eat garbage, I'm like, yo, like
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, chicken wings.
I'm like, on the low too. I'll be like, so what's up?
Oreos.
Like I thought we were getting our stuff together. And I'll just give him the look, and he's like, you don't know what my life be about. Right? You always tell me that.
Oh, you put me on blast.
It's okay. It's okay.
You put me on blast.
I still love you.
I love you too.
Right? But nevertheless, like we pick, like we bounce, we ping pong off of each other. When I really want something, like I love chocolate, right? So my dark chocolate, I want a little square of dark chocolate, you know, every now and then. And sometimes he's like, yo, what's up? Like, you're gonna not eat that or what? So yeah, I mean, needless to say, like for me, I have to remind myself of the bigger picture here, right? And the bigger picture is, how do I want my body and my brain to be in 10 years down the road from now? Like, how do I want to be, like, thinking of dementia, thinking of Alzheimer's, thinking of all these, conditions, chronic diseases, things like that. I think to myself, do I want to be put in that pool? My father is diabetic. So, like, I know already, like, I'm predisposed to that pretty much biologically. So I know that I need to do what I need to do now for me personally, because I know that like diabetes runs in my family. I have a cousin who's my same exact age who is diabetic. And it wasn't until, I'd say about 5 years ago that she really started trying to change her eating habits and working out regularly. So, I mean, from that perspective, think about, like, who in your family has any chronic conditions? Who in your family has any maybe mental health issues? Who in your family has any diseases? Obesity, people could say whatever they want, but the fact is, like, if you're 300 pounds, there's nothing healthy about that. There's nothing healthy about that. Why? Because the blood that's circulating through your body needs to get to every extremity of your body, from your toes to your fingers to your brain. So when we are overweight, which was myself included in that for a long time, you may have some certain health conditions that, just by losing 10 pounds, by losing 20 pounds, you make a huge impact on your body, on your brain, on feeling clean inside, if that makes any sense for you. So I know that for some people, it's a matter of looking good and feeling good. And it's true, like, at the end of the day, we're all human, and everything comes through the eyes, right? So we always looking, like, even from a innate fight or flight stance, right? Innately, we see something and we need to know right away. Do we need to run? Do we, like, what do we need to do next, right? So innately, we know that, okay, like, there are certain things, a long time ago, there are certain berries or fruits or plants that were good for us or not good for us, right? But thinking about, like, okay, now, like here now, 2020, and having all the education that we have, and knowing that we have, you know, the internet at our fingertips, and we are disposed to a lot of information, right? Some fake, some real, right? Nevertheless, like, what are we gonna do with that? You know, like, I know that I want to be around, like, everybody wants to be, and again, I know this is a little bit off topic, but we kind of, you know, impromptu. Everybody talks about generational wealth, right? Everybody talks about generational wealth. You know, I gotta grind now for my kids later, for this, for that, and that's great. That's absolutely true. Like, you do want to have generational wealth, but what about a generational mindset?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, what about that mindset? What about that mindset? You know, like, you can have all the money in the world, right? But if you're not treating your body, your only physical body that you're going to have in this lifetime, the way it needs to be, then what's going to happen? You know, and then what are the things that you're teaching your children now? And what are your children going to teach their children, right? Generational things are exactly that, right? From the way we were brought up, how we eat, what we do, whether it's positive or negative, it gets passed down, you know, from generation to generation. So when you think about eating healthy and being on this health, being into this fitness and health lifestyle, it's literally a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that you want to pass down to generation to generation. You want your children to want to eat better, to take care of their bodies. You want your grandchildren, you want, you know, and so on and so on, right? So, I mean, it's kind of starts from there. It's really and truly a mindset. I mean, because at the end of the day, this is the only physical body that we have. You know what I mean? And I think about it like, do I want to live till I'm 80 years old? Sure, I do, because I have family now that are in their 80s, and she's actually, I have a great aunt in her 80s,
fabulous,
almost 90 actually, and she is on the move 24/7. And one thing I can tell, I do remember always about her growing up, is that she always consistently ate a lot of vegetables and ate relatively healthy. I mean, granted, she had her, you know, always made her Puerto Rican food, and, you know, had her made always the best lasagna. But nevertheless, I remember from a young age that she actually grew her own fruits and vegetables in her backyard, upstate New York. So when I think about that, and I think about the health condition that she is currently, she's actually had cancer twice before and beat it. And she's going to be 90 this year or next year, actually. And she's still going at it, you know. And I think about that. And you think about it for yourself, too. Do you want to live till you're 80 and 90 years old? Yes. But the question is, how do you want to live that time from now? I have friends that are my same age, 38, we're 38, that every time I talk to them, I'm tired. Now I'm 22. So, you know, that they're consistently tired, and I'm thinking, yo, you're not even 40 and you're this tired. Like, something's got to change. You know, if you're tired and you're not even 40, like, yo, you got another 40 years. You're going to be tired for another 40 years. So, like, really, really thinking about, like, how we treat our body, because eventually that affects our mind. And again, that's going to be generational, right? It's our children are going to see us. Our children are going to do what we do, whether we say to do it or not. They're going to do what we do, right? So just really thinking about from that perspective, making this choice of a healthy lifestyle, a healthy, active lifestyle. And, you know, it's funny because, you know, where we currently live, we have a lot of different cultures in our building, right? And one thing I can say, there's a couple specific cultures in our building that every single day, no matter what, they are in there doing their cardio. They're in there doing their 30 minutes to an hour on the treadmill. You know, like, even if I see them, like, literally the same day going across the street, like, eating noodles all the rest of the day and egg rolls, or eating whatever, people that we know. But they're consistent with making sure they do their cardio, because cardio is exactly that, cardiovascular system. That's your heart, right? So, like, we got to remember that that what we're putting in our bodies, you know, because our bodies are a machine. If you fuel the machine with good gas, it's going to work at its optimal levels, right? Imagine like when you go, you already know your car, right? When you go to, you know, a gas station that's cheap and you put cheap gas in your car, what happens? You get a cheap output, you know? And the same thing goes for our bodies. The more we nourish our bodies with the right things, the better output we're going to get. And that means like holistically, right? Because that, again, that food is fuel for our bodies. Again, they say that let thy food be thy medicine. That's like one of my favorite quotes,
right?
Because it really and truly is. And you know, he's got the coach has definitely got the physical aspect down packed. He gives us always a great workout when it's either it's just him, myself and him, or even when we include the kid, you know, all three of us, we go for a run. We try to go Sundays, but we haven't gone lately, but we're going to get back to that.
Boot camp Sunday now.
Oh yeah, we do have the boot camp, so that takes that space. But nevertheless, I just kind of want to remind everybody of that, you know, because for us, I mean, like we were talking about early, the same struggles that you guys go through, the same struggles like we go through as well. Like where I'm standing in the kitchen, I'm like, I'm hungry, I want to eat something. And you know, like, I'm like, what do I want to eat though? I want to eat garbage right now. So instead, like, I'm like, all right, let me just eat this apple and just be happy with it, you know? Because I know at the end of the day, like, my body's going to be good with it versus eating, you know, something that's processed, eating something with a lot of sugar that I know at the end of the day is not going to be good for my body, not good for my brain. So that's where I come with it. You know, I have a health science degree too. So, you know, definitely a passion of mine. And my nephew, I have a nephew who's autistic. So when we learned that he was autistic, and I really just went like head into like learning about the brain and how the brain works and the different functions and what foods fuel our brain, minerals and all that stuff. So I did a lot of extensive research on it. And I really that's why for me, I really try to make a choice whether or not I'm going to eat well and how that's going to work for me.
Awesome. So to add on to that, hey guys, I know we can't see y'all clapping, but clap, that was phenomenal. That was some great advice. So to add on to what Angelique was saying, guys, the whole thing about this is just being consistent, just getting started and being consistent. You have to take baby steps. Like I said, when we first logged on, like every time I got some really, really crazy, stupid, disrespectful results, it was always me doing something very dangerous with my body, like dangerous diets. We're teaching you guys like dieting is not the way to go. Dieting is just temporary. It's temporary. You know, a lot of times, you know, I get a lot of clients, you know, they want to do the online programs or they want to physically, you know, personal train, or they want meal plans, and they always say, oh, I need to lose 3 pounds. I need to lose 30 pounds because I'm going to a wedding. I need to lose 50 pounds because I'm going on vacation. I need to lose this because of that. And I'm telling them, don't lose it because of an event. Lose it because you want to be healthy. Lose it because you want to be here for your kids. Lose it because you want to be here for your kids' kids. So, guys, just start taking baby steps. Just take that Snicker bar and turn that into a protein bar. You know, take those, you know, the Fruity Pebble cereal and turn it to an apple. You know, but at the end of the day, take baby steps. Do not do everything out of moderation. Don't do it to the point where you're eating a salad, 2 times a day, and then it gets to the point where Friday come, you're eating like crap Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm a lot of you guys coaches. I'm seeing a lot of people pop up. A lot of you guys coaches, thank God. But if I'm not your coach, the one thing I can say is have your indulgence meal. We like to call it a reward meal. Reward yourself each and every single day each and every single week for the accomplishments that you have created throughout the week. Like we said, like Friday's our day. Friday, when everybody gets home from work and school, we like to have pizza. You know, we have to we like to have pizza. My favorite sweets is Oreos. So you know, when it do come around to us having our sweets once a week, I like to have some Oreos, and they know too. For my birthday, I got 2 boxes of Oreos, like 2 limited boxes of Oreos. That's what my son got me, 2 boxes of Oreos. I'm like, all right, like where's my Gucci belt or you know the stuff that we buy you, you know? But it was fun. It was dope, and it was a great gift, and because you know that's what I like. So don't and always feed your body. Give your body what your body needs. You know, I love drinking water. You know, on top of drinking water, like I love ginger ale. I love, you know, CR7. I love cherry Coke. I love that, but I know that my body refuses it. So once a month, I have me a cherry Coke. You know, once a month we might go out and eat. You know, and I say, you know, something. Let me get a cherry Coke. You know, and like I said, it's out of moderation, guys. Just take it day by day, one step at a time. Start by cleaning out these cabinets, cleaning out these refrigerators. Start by starting to cook clean, guys. You have to make sure that you're getting your fruits and vegetables in each and every single day, guys. It's so easy these days. All you have to do is Google. You could go to my YouTube page. I always put some great information on my YouTube page and on my Instagram page and on our website. Our website is universityofwarriors.com. You can go on my website, and I'm putting up blogs each and every single day, helping and teaching you guys healthy ways to eat. Or feel free to DM me, guys. I know I always say this, but I'm getting better with the DMs. Yeah. I'm getting better with the DMs on Facebook and Instagram. I think I am. Okay, but it's easy if you're on Instagram to just go to my bio and just tap that email button and my or the text button and ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I'm not going to sit and charge somebody to ask questions. You know, we're doing pretty good, you know, with life. And our gift, we're coming to you guys live right now because this is a gift that we always had, and now we believe that we need to share our gift. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to get on here. Our goal is to get on here once a week. Yes. So maybe we'll get on here twice a week, but we really want to share with you guys that we go through the same thing that you guys go through. We just went through 2.5 months. You know, bad news after bad news after bad news, and you know, party after party after party. We had fun, but we put a date on when we were going to stop it, and we stopped. You know, already since January 1st, I already lost 15 pounds. I feel fantastic. I dropped 5% body fat, and I think it's just the 20th. But I am working out twice a day, so you have to. I need to let people know that. You might not want to do that. I'm working out twice a day. I'm getting my weights in for 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'm doing my cardio. I'm doing 1,000 calories of cardio at my rate. Sometimes I might do it in an hour. Sometimes I might do it in an hour and a half. Sometimes I might do it in 2 hours. But at the end of the day, listen to your body, guys. I see people in the gym each and every single day doing these crazy things, and they want to talk to me. Hey, yo, Coach K, I'm doing this crazy keto diet. I'm doing this crazy soup diet. I'm doing this crazy fast diet. I'm doing this crazy salad diet. And me personally, I don't recommend any diets. That's me personally. And, I get into stuff with personal trainers all the time about, diet this and diet that. I said, listen, you coach your people the way you want to, but I look in the mirror every single day. I'm about to be 40 years old, and I look fabulous to be about 40 years old. But it took me a long time. I've been working on this physique that you see for 12 years. I've been working on this body that you see for 12 years. So when you see me, and just remember that this is 12 years worth of work. Sometimes you might see me and I'm bulking, and then you be like, oh man, you was just like 230 pounds and now you're 200 pounds. You have to remember, muscle memory, okay? Muscle memory. But I want you guys to know that I've been working on this body for 12 years. So if I'm telling you to do something and something isn't right, you might want to listen to it, okay? So guys, stay away from the diets. And make sure that you're having fun, but put a plan together. If anybody that's watching this broadcast right now, us live right now, if you need a meal plan, you need a grocery list, you need a food log, a daily food log, please feel free to, shoot up in my DM, send me your email, and I'll send it to you. Send me your email address, and I'll send it to you. It's not, like I said, we're not here to make any money. You didn't hear us trying to sell anything, because we're just doing the work of our higher power. Our higher power been telling us to go live we've been talking about this for 4 years now, I think. Maybe, like, almost 4 years.
Yeah, that we've been saying
we've been saying we need to do this for 4 years, and now our time have come for us to do this. So if we're going to take this time. Do you have anything else you want to share before we take questions?
No.
All right, so at this time, guys, please feel free for the next 10 minutes. We'll take some questions. You can put your questions right there, and then we'll answer the questions. So if you see us looking around, we have 3 different phones going on right now. So we got YouTube going on over here on the right. We got Facebook right here, and we got Instagram right here. So if you see us looking around, guys, and it's phenomenal. We've been on live for 51 minutes. And Facebook is whamming. Like, I don't really know how the Instagram live works. I know Facebook lets you know. I think 3 people just logged on, but I know it's like hundreds of people that's logged on right now, and that's amazing. We really appreciate you guys taking time out of your Monday to chime in with us. This is fantastic. So for the next 10 minutes, we'll take any questions, so you can put your questions there, and we'll wave to everybody.
I've been doing them too.
Good. Wow, 51 minutes we've been live. This is awesome, man. We got like hundreds of people logged in right now. Like, this is such a blessing. So next 10 minutes, we're taking questions, guys. So put your questions there, and we'll answer them for the next 10 minutes. All right, first question. So how many times a day do you suggest we work out, Coach? I suggest that you work out 30 to 45 minutes each and every single day, 5 to 6 days out of the week. You want a rest day. You want to make sure that your body is recharging, your body's rejuvenating, because unfortunately, when we do work out and we sweat, nutrients are coming out of our body as well as fat. So that's why it's always important. I always tell people, as soon as you finish working out, you need to eat something. You need to refuel your body with some protein. You need to refuel your body with some carbohydrates, because carbohydrates is actually the fuel for your protein, and protein is the fuel for your muscles. That's a great question.
And for your brain.
And
people
for your brain.
forget, like people that do cut out carbs for a period of time, you'll notice that they sound kind of loopy when they talk. It's because carbohydrates, when they're broken down into their simple sugars, those sugars are needed for the brain. So don't, like I always tell people, and including myself, I don't cut out carbs. I might lower carbs, or I may
Carb cycle,
or just choose my carbs wisely. That's definitely a whole different story, right? But nevertheless, remembering that our bodies need specific minerals and nutrients, specific sugars that we get from our foods, so yes.
Awesome. So we have another question. Do you suggest morning workouts or PM workouts? Me personally, I highly recommend doing your workout in the morning, and here's why. Each and every night when we go to sleep, our body is already fasting. So what does that mean? When we're fasting, our body is taking all the energy, all the protein, all the fibers, all the carbohydrates that's in our body, and we're using that energy to sleep. We actually burn and use more energy sleeping more than working out. So me personally, I like to get up in the morning when I'm doing my cardio, and I like to have a nice glass of water. Okay, I like to have a nice glass of water, and I like to get my cardio in the morning. I love to get my cardio in the morning, and then I like to have a nice, healthy breakfast. So me personally, I recommend getting your cardio in the morning. And every time I get my cardio in the morning, or when I do my weights in the morning, I have enough energy to last me throughout the whole entire day without having to have 2 or 3 teas or 2 or 3 coffees or any caffeine fix. So try it out for 1 week. Try working out in the morning for 1 week. Just get up early. Like, we had a point in time where we weren't morning people, like at all. Mm-hmm. But now we're up at 4:30, 5 o'clock at the latest each and every single morning, and we try to get our workout in. And I know for myself, I like to have a cup of water. I do my cardio, then I come in, and now I don't even need, I have my tea because it's a detoxer, but sometimes I don't even need the caffeine fix because I have enough energy to go out throughout the whole day because my endorphins are running through my body. So that's a good question. AM and PM, except I'm not a morning person. So if you're not a morning person, just if you're not a morning person, you don't have to wake up and go straight to work, then get your workout in whenever you wake up. It's going to give you enough energy to last throughout the day, most definitely. Knowledge. Okay, so when working out, do you suggest cardio more than weights or both? So that's a great question. So recently I just started restudying for my certification for NASM, and I like how they updated it because I got my certification 11 years ago. So I like how they updated that I recommend doing weights because you actually burn more cardio doing weights. Okay, I mean, you burn more calories doing weights. So if you're trying to lose weight, I recommend doing 5 to 10 minutes of cardio before your workout, and then doing functional training if you're trying to lose weight. So functional training is when you're doing weightlifting, but you're working 3 to 4 muscles at one time. So it might be a one-arm swing, it may be a dumbbell snatch, a renegade row, a weighted burpee, so a lunge into a hammer curl, into a shoulder press. So these are like different workouts that I suggest to my clients to do if they're trying to lose weight. But never deprive yourself of losing weight. That's a great question. A lot of great questions. So you don't. So here's the thing: if you're just doing cardio and if you're trying to lose weight, you're going to lose a lot of muscle fiber, okay? And then that's why you see a lot of people that do a lot of cardio, they have just like loose skin. So make sure that you're hitting the weights. And if you need any assistance with the weights, you can check out our YouTube page. We have hundreds of workout videos on our YouTube page. Good question. All right, we're going to do like 5 more minutes of questions. Heard my Lakers just got smashed.
Yeah, babes.
I'm going to have to take it out on a body bag. All right, another question. I like it. All right. Instagram, y'all better come with some questions, man. Y'all just hanging out. Facebook is killing y'all. All right. So, how many times per week do you suggest to work on legs and other body parts? So, as far as with women that I train online or physically, we normally do legs 3 days out of the week. Okay, legs and core are the building blocks to your body, and I teach a lot of guys. It's like all my athlete kids that I train, as far as guys that do like that we start doing like legs 2 to 3 days out of the week, they are smashing the bench right now. They're smashing back workouts, they're smashing arm workouts. Legs feed the lions at the end of the day. So I highly recommend doing legs at least 2 to 3 times out of the week. Just switch up your leg routine. Also, you could do dumbbell functional training weights, and then you can also do traditional barbell weights as far as squats and leg press and lunges. Also, good question. Facebook, they're taking me off in 2 minutes. So Facebook, y'all better get with these questions. We're going to take.
That's Instagram.
Instagram. I'm sorry. We're going to take 4 more questions. We've been on here for almost an hour. Now Instagram, y'all want to start popping up. We're excited either way. All right, 4 more questions, guys. You guys, as many questions as you want. Victoria, I love her. All right, one last question. If I want to slim down my top more than my bottom, what exercise would you recommend? Oh, man, there's so many exercises. My favorite exercise, the really, really trim down and lean out, is jumping on that elliptical for a nice 30 minutes. About maybe 4 to 5 days out of the week. Get some dumbbells, and you could do some arm curls, some hammer curls. Go to the tricep machine and get some triceps in. That really, really help with all the loose skin.
Yes.
So that's a good question.
Yeah, those really hurt, and you feel it, but it works.
Yeah, you do.
It's effective.
And man, listen, the elliptical works magic. When I'm chopping down some weight, I jump on that elliptical. I put a game on, and I throw some Tony Robbins in my ear or some Jim Rohn, and I'm going to work. To work. Instagram, we have 28 seconds before they bang us. Okay, I have some arm injuries. So, all right, as far as arm injuries, then you want to consult with your doctor with any type of workouts that you're doing, Vicky. And then once you talk to your doctor, then we could have a conversation. But yeah, you really want to consult with your doctor on what you could do. So one thing I can suggest, just as a suggestion, is instead of using the weights, do the bands. Grab some weighted bands, and you can do some band stretching, band arm curls. I like to throw the band on around like the machines, and I do head pulls with the bands for my arms. As far as with triceps or shoulders, you can stand inside the bands and you could do shoulder press. The bands are great therapy.
Yeah,
They're a great way to therapy. It's crazy because about 3 years ago, I got into a car accident, and my doctor, and I seen you on here too, Doc, or maybe it was Instagram. I seen you. My doctor was he said my injury was too bad that I probably could never ever lift weights again. And then I really just I went to therapy for like 4 weeks or something. Nothing against therapy offices, but I'm good on going to therapy ever. I started YouTubing different band workouts to do, and I just started doing the workouts from my home. And in maybe less than like 4 months, I was able to start lifting weights again. So those elastic bands, they work magic. You go to Walmart and get them, or Target, and you can get a pack for. You get the light, the medium, the weight, and the heavy is maybe like $9, $10. But yeah, if you have any type of injuries, I always recommend the bands. It's been 10 years. I do not see the doctor anymore, but it bothers me.
Put it on the door.
Oh yeah, you can also put the bands on the door too. You can put the bands on the door and stretch your arms out also. But Vicky, you might want to get an MRI. Or not even just go to the doctor. Just go to your physician. Whoever you go see, once a year, twice a year, and just ask them, is it okay to do weights? And then, we could get you on a nice weightlifting program. But until then, I recommend just, using the bands. What's up, Alvin? All right, we'll take 2 more questions. Don't be afraid to ask any questions. This is awesome. My first live, and it's popping. Oh, you're welcome. All right, guys, we'll take 2 more questions. We've been on here for an hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah.
This is awesome. This is amazing. We're excited. We can't wait to do this again. It's really been, a blessing. So what we'll do is after we'll log off, we'll share this video on our page. Miss Tasha, we'll share this live on our page. And guys, if this is useful information to you, then why not share it to your friends? All you have to do is click the share button, and it'll be shared on your page. We had a great time doing this. What you think?
I did.
All right. This is our first time going live with you guys together. It was a phenomenal. We've been talking about this for years and years, and we would love to do this each and every single Monday if we can, maybe. Yeah. We like to do this every Monday. What better way to start the week than coming with you guys, sharing some information, and hopefully this information, that we shared was, useful for you guys. Like I said before, if you guys need a healthy grocery list, a meal plan, well, I got basic meal plans. If you need like a basic meal plan, a grocery list, a healthy grocery list to help you, shop, whether you're a vegan, a meat eater, or, a pescatarian, whatever, we can help you out with that. We can help you out with our food logs also. Yes. And if you guys ever need any information, we also on our website, University of Warriors, I put that right here. Our website is universityofwarriors.com. Okay, let me see if I know how to do this. Okay, nope, I don't know how to do this. You know how we do this? Oh, maybe I don't. All right.
No, you don't.
All right. Okay. So go to University of Warriors with a Z. I know how to do it when we finish.
Hey.
Go to University of Warriors with a Z, .com, and we have so much healthy information on there for you guys. So don't be afraid to go on there. Don't be afraid to reach out to us. All right, we got a last question. We'll answer it too. Do you train pregnant women? Of course, you could train. My sister trained until she was 8 months. My sister trained with my nephew all the way up till she was 8 months. I'm gonna need one of those white and black sweaters too. Oh, we got you. We definitely got you. Yeah, Victoria, hit me up. We got you. We got a nice little sale going on too with the hoodies, guys. I don't know if you guys didn't get the hoodies, y'all lunching. We got the hoodies going on right now. It's buy 2 get 1 free. Okay, we got the men's hoodies or the universal unisex. Then we also have the lady warriors. So guys, right now we have the hoodies, buy 2 get 1 free. We have the tank tops, buy 2 get 1 free. The t-shirts, buy 2 get 1 free. The website is universityofwarriors.com. Copy gear, man. You're buying all these other people's stuff. They ain't going live, giving y'all information, teaching y'all how to eat, teaching y'all how to get sexy, teaching y'all how to gain your confidence.
Let them know, man. Let them know, man.
Y'all better support the cause, man. So, guys, we're going to log off. It's been a phenomenal evening. We are blessed, grateful, and honored for each and every single one of you guys. Blessed to have you guys continuously, watch us. You guys are our biggest accountability partners. You guys don't even know that. Our biggest accountability partner is definitely social media. I remember I took a break for like 4 days off of Instagram and Facebook and social media, and my DM was flooded. Y'all thought somebody took me and kidnapped me and got rid of me. I'm like, no.
It was me.
It was her. She kidnapped me. I was like, no, I'm still here, guys. So, guys, have a blessed night. Would you like to share anything?
No, that's about it. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. And we'll see you again soon.
Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Good night, guys. Share this video. Peace.